Slow as syrup dripping wool like sandpaper on wood rough and deliberate. Each word delivered like it might be the last. Imagine a dim bar at closing time. Empty stools, the bartender counting cash, and one man left singing to the bottles behind the rail. There's ashes in my ashtray and neon in my veins. Yeah, there's ashes in this ashtray, cold neon in my veins. Been sitting in this bar stool while the world forgets my name. The jukebox stopped playing round about midnight or so. Yeah, that jukebox quit playing somewhere after midnight's glow. Now it's just me and the silence and the secrets that we know. The bartender's named Jackie. She don't ask me how I've been. Yeah, the bartender's called Jackie. She stopped asking how I've been. She just pours and keeps on pouring till the bottle meets its end. There's lipstick on this glass here from a woman 3 drinks back. Yeah, there's lipstick stained on this glass from some woman 3 drinks back. She told me about her troubles, then she faded into black. Oh, neon, you false prophet, you promise what ain't there. You paint the night with colors that disappear in air. Oh, whiskey, you smooth talker, you lie so sweet and warm. You tell me I'm a good man, then leave me in a storm. I got a scar above my eyebrow from a fight I can't recall. Yeah, I got this scar above my eye from some fight I can't recall. Was it over love or money? Hell, it might have been about both and nothing at all. The payphone in a corner still got a number on the wall. Yeah, that payphone in a corner got a number written on the wall. I stare at them 7 digits, but I ain't got the nerve to call. My boots are wearing thin now from walking all these miles. Yeah, these boots are wearing paper thin from all these walking miles. They've carried me through heartache and 1,000 borrowed smiles. There's a motel across the highway with a vacancy sign bright. Yeah, there's a motel across that highway flashing vacancy all night. But I'd rather sit here drinking than lay down and lose the fight. I had a woman once who loved me back when I had something left to give. She'd wake up early Sunday, make coffee while I try to live. She said, baby, you're still in there underneath the hurting gin. But I pushed until she couldn't see me. Now I can't see me neither, friend. The clock above the mirror says it's 3:15. Yeah, that clock above the mirror shows 3:15. Time moves different in the darkness when you're running from what's free. I've memorized the ceiling, every crack and water stain. Yeah, I know this ceiling perfect every crack and brown water stain. They look like roads on a map to nowhere, which fits my life the same. There's a guitar in a corner somebody left behind last year. Yeah, there's a guitar in that corner, someone left it here last year. Jackie says I'm welcome to it, but I got nothing left to hear. My reflection in the bar glass looks older than my years. Yeah, my ghost there in that bar glass looks decades past my years. Shows every bad decision, every hope drowned out in tears. Oh, midnight, you cruel lover, you take but never give. You show me what I'm missing, then remind me how I live. Oh, blues, you only truth now. You the friend that stays around. You don't pretty up my story, you just help me break on down. So I'll light another cigarette, watch the smoke curl toward the fan. Yeah, I'll light one more cigarette, watch it curl up toward that fan. Every ring's a year I'm losing, every ash is who I am. The door swings open briefly, cold wind cuts across the room. Yeah, that door swings open briefly, cold wind slices through the room. Someone steps in from the darkness, carrying their own weight of gloom. Jackie's counting down the register, stacking bills all worn and soft. Yeah, Jackie's counting down the register, bills all worn and soft. She's been here longer than the fixture, seen men like me get lost. I asked her once what keeps her in this place night after night. Yeah, I asked what really keeps her here every single night. She said same thing that keeps you drinking, just my version of the fight. There's photographs behind the bar of people who don't drink here no more. Got a gravel in my heart now, and stones inside my chest. Yeah, I got gravel in my heart now, heavy stone inside my chest. Been carrying these burdens so long, forgot what it feels like to rest. The moon hangs low and crooked, like a question with no reply. Yeah, the moon hangs low and crooked, like a question with no reply. I ask her where she's sleeping now, but it just turns away aside. There's coffee cold beside me, been sitting there since dawn. Yeah, there's coffee cold beside me, been sitting cold since dawn. I poured it for two people, but I'm the only one that's on. Her photograph still smiling from that frame above the shelf. Yeah, her photograph keeps smiling from that dusty picture shelf. While I'm down here barely breathing, trying to recognize myself. Oh, midnight, you know my name. You see me play this game. You watch me pour another glass and stumble through the shame. Oh, memory, you thief of peace, you never let me be. floorboards tell their stories. Every creak's a word unsaid. Yeah, these floorboards tell their stories. Every groan's a word unsaid. They remember when she walked here. Now they only know my tread. I still smell a perfume in the curtains by the sill. Yeah, I still catch a perfume on curtains by the sill. Some ghosts don't need nobody, they just linger if they will. I wrote her name in ashes from a cigarette long burn. Drew it slow and careful with everything I'd learned. Then the wind came through the window, scattered letters to the night. I guess even her ghost don't wanna stay inside. The preacher asked me Sunday what it is I'm searching for. Yeah, the preacher asked me Sunday what I'm still searching for. I told him I'm just walking through every unlocked door. There's a bottle in a corner, keeps me company when it's late. Yeah, there's a bottle in that corner, lonely company when it's late. It don't ask me any question, it don't make me wait. I've got letters that I wrote her, never stamped and never sent. Yeah, I got letters wrote to her, never stamped and never sent. They're filled with all the words I had after all the words were spent. The jukebox down at Murphy's still plays our favorite song. Yeah, that jukebox down at Murphy's still plays what we played along. I drop a coin and walk outside, 'cause I can't hear it wrong. Oh, sorrow, you patient friend, you'll never rush, you'll just attend. You sit beside me in the dark and wait until the end. Oh, blues, you honest tongue, you're the only truth I've sung. You don't promise me tomorrow, you just help me come undone. So I'll tune this old guitar, though the strings are wearing thin. Yeah, I'll tune this beating guitar, though these strings are wearing thin. Every note's a piece of yesterday, every chord's where I begin. When they find me in the morning with my head against the wall. Yeah, when they find me in the morning slumped quiet against that wall, tell them I was just too tired to answer one more call. Go in circles and dreams that don't explain. Yeah, there's gravel in my heart, son, and it ain't going away. You don't promise me tomorrow, you just help me come undone. So I'll tune this old guitar, though the strings are wearing thin. Yeah, I'll tune this beating guitar, though these strings are wearing thin. Harlem moon rising, slower than a funeral march waltz, like old denim cracked and honest. Each phrase hangs in the air before the next arrives. Picture a back porch at 3 a.m. Cricket silent, just the creak of a rocking chair and distant train whistle cutting through the heat. There's a hollow moon rising over fields I used to know. There's a hollow moon rising over fields I used to know. It shines on empty houses where the forgotten people go. My daddy's truck's still sitting in the yard where weeds grow tall. Yeah, my daddy's truck's still rotting where them weeds grow wild and tall. Ain't nobody turned the engine since the day he got the call. The screen door bangs its rhythm like a heartbeat out of time. Yeah, that screen door bangs its rhythm like a broken heartbeat out of time. Every slam's a conversation with the ghosts I left behind. There's whiskey in the kitchen and regret up on the shelf. Yeah, there's a whiskey in that kitchen, regret stacked upon a shelf. I pour a glass for company, then drink it by myself. Oh, darkness, you honest companion, you don't judge what you see. You cover up my stumbles and the man I'll never be. Oh, silence, you heavy blanket, you wrap around my bones. You're the only thing that listens when I'm talking all alone. I've been counting all the reasons why I'm standing here tonight. Yeah, I've been counting all them reasons why I'm still here tonight. But the numbers keep escaping like stars that lose their light. She left a note on Tuesday, said she couldn't watch me fade. Yeah, she left that note on Tuesday, said she couldn't watch me fade. Told me love ain't supposed to hurt this much, but hurt's the bet I made. The church bells ring on Sunday, but I don't hear the call. Yeah, them church bells ring on Sunday, but I can't hear their call. Been praying to the bottom, with glass against the wall. There's a Bible by my bedside, unopened gathering dust. Yeah, there's a Bible by my bedside, pages sealed with dust. It speaks of faith and mercy, but I'm dealing with the rust. I remember when her eyes held light, like summer sun through trees. We dance in the kitchen while dinner burned with ease. She'd laugh at all my bad jokes, and I'd fall down to my knees. But somewhere in the years that passed, I became a cold disease. Now the radio plays static where a voice used to be. Yeah, the radio plays nothing where a sweet voice used to be. Just white noise and commercials selling things I'll never need. The neighbors don't come calling, they just whisper when I pass. Yeah, them neighbors stop their calling, they just whisper when I pass. They see a man who's drowning in the shadow that he cast. I walked down to the river where we carved our names in oak. Yeah, I walked down to that river, found our names carved in that oak. The tree's still standing strong there, but the promises are broke. The water moves like time does, never stopping, never still. Yeah, that water moves like time moves, never stopping, always will. It takes away tomorrow, and it leaves behind a bill. Oh, lonesome, you cruel teacher, you school me every day. You show me empty hallways where children used to play. Oh, yesterday you lied, you make the past look gold. You hide the pain and anger, keep the stories never told. So I'll sit here with my sorrow, let it wear me like a coat. Yeah, I wear this heavy sorrow like a winter traveling coat. Keep me warm with memories of a love I wrote by road. When the morning comes around again and the rooster starts to crow, yeah, when that morning comes around. There's a rust on every memory and rain inside my head. Yeah, there's rust on every memory, cold rain inside my head. Been drowning in the yesterday of things I should have said. The porch lights burning dimmer than it did the year before. Yeah, this porch light's burning lower than it shined the year before. Like it knows what I've been doing and it can't watch anymore. My hands don't hold things steady like they did when I was young. Yeah, these hands don't hold things steady, not like when I was young. They shake from all the liquor and the songs I left unsung. There's a letter in my pocket, been carrying it for days. Yeah, there's a letter in this pocket, worn and carried for so many days. She wrote she might forgive me, but she needs to see me change my ways. Oh, thunder, you old companion, you roll but bring no peace. You promise storms of cleansing, but the guilt don't ever cease. Oh, morning, you cruel reminder, You come but bring no light. You just show me what I'm made of. After surviving one more night, the cotton fields are empty where my father used to toil. Yeah, them cotton fields sit empty where Daddy used to break the soil. Now they're just a stretch of nothing, like the dreams I used to boil. I can hear his voice still calling from somewhere in the heat. Yeah, I hear my daddy calling. His voice goes through this heat. Says, boy, you had potential, but I laid it at defeat's feet. There's a dog that comes around here, mangy, scarred, and mean. Yeah, there's a dog comes sniffing round, all mangy, scarred, and mean. We sit and watch each other, two creatures in between. The train still cuts through midnight, shaking windows when it rolls. Yeah, that train still cuts through midnight, makes the whole house shake and roll. I count the cars like rosary beads, praying for my soul. I remember Mama singing while she hung the wash to dry, gospel songs and humming underneath that southern sky. She'd look at me with sadness, like she knew I'd say goodbye, like she could see the future and the way I live this life. The store down by the crossroads got boarded up last spring. Yeah, that store down at the crossroads been boarded since last spring. Where old men used to gather, now there ain't nobody left to bring. I knew every face that sat there on them benches worn and gray. Yeah, I knew each face that gathered on benches worn to gray. Now they're resting in the churchyard while I'm still here to pay. My sister calls on Sundays, asks if I'm eating right. Yeah, my baby sister calls me, asks if I've been eating right. I lie and say I'm managing, then hang up for the night. The television's broken, been showing snow for weeks. Yeah, this television's busted, just static snow for weeks. But I leave it on for compliment, so the silence doesn't speak. Oh, forgiveness, you distant mountain, I can see you from this plane. But the valley's full of quicksand, and I keep falling down again. Oh, redemption, you golden carrot, hanging just beyond my reach. You're the sermon in the distance that I'm too broken down to preach. There's a woman lives in Clarksdale, got my eyes and got my chin. Yeah, there's a woman down in Clarksdale with my eyes and with my chin. She's the daughter that I ran from back when running weren't no sin. I seen her picture on her Facebook at my nephew's house last fall. Yeah, I seen her face on Facebook at my nephew's place last fall. She got married, had some baby, never knew her daddy at all. The mirror in the bathroom got a crack that runs diagonal. Yeah, the mirror in my bathroom split diagonal through the middle now. Makes my face look like two people, neither one remembers how. There's medicine I'm supposed to take, but the bottles just sit full. Yeah, there's pills I'm meant to swallow, but them bottles just stay full. Rather feel the pain that's honest than the numbness they would pull. Here's to all the wandering spirits who forgot their way back home. Here's to rust and rain and sorrow and the seeds we never sow. Yeah, there's rust on every memory. The needle in your key, the needle raise up on it, babe. Staring around the way.